I bet you own an air fryer. All right, what's going on, guys? It's Tubasi here with another entry for the week. But first, some art. So this piece was it's just a lady. It looks kind of odd, I'm not going to lie. My artist skills are kind of all over the place, but my main focus on this piece was the hair. I think the hair was actually pretty good. It looks like it has volume. It looks like it's being held underneath a what are those called? This thing right here, the band. I forgot the name of it, but it was supposed to kind of make it look like this lady's got a dress on, but it kind of looks like she just has nubs. I'm not gonna lie. So that's that piece. That was made on the 29th of April, 2025. These next two pages of drawings are a little bit more recent. This one's from the 29th of April, 2025. And this one I like to call creatures because it's just a bunch of different creatures. Here, it looks like a Dobby from Harry Potter. However, I call it a Glimno, which is a character that I have in mind for a storyboard that I've made while it was like 3 a.m. in the morning. Beside it is a worm that just spits saliva and it just walks over it, kind of spreads itself like a parasite. Beneath that, you have this like hawk, but it's got like snake eyes almost. It's a very creepy hawk. We got a hedgehog. We got a crab. And then we got some coral, flowers, and vines. Poison ivy in particular. But I like the little hedgehog. I like his little stubby legs. So, I like that piece. And then this next one, a little bit more different. This was on May 1st of 2025. At the top, I got a guy screaming, but I blocked out his eyes because I was getting very bored and impatient. Didn't really care about drawing the eyes. Right beneath him, though, there's a helmet design that I have, which is very like outlandish, but supposed to like cover your neck and stuff really well. The guy next to it, I kind of meant to draw the night in some smoke, but that's just because I, again, got lazy and didn't want to draw the lower half of his body, and his arms proportionally were like getting hella thin. Next to that, I have some sort of insignia and then some other doodles and drawings. There's a little reaper up there as well, preying on a human being. That eye isn't that bad, like looking in that eye wasn't too bad. But this entry here comes from May 1st of 2025. I remember I was sitting on campus outside of my usual place that I like to live at, basically. And I started writing. I have some time to kill, so I'm outside just wandering around. I forgot how many more people go to campus when I deviate from the one road I walk every day. I should try and do this a bit more as I'm able to see way more people and, in a way, increase my odds of getting a girlfriend. I have a grill out that I will be attending later at the local church. I've never done something like this, but I'm willing to take the risk for some food. There are bugs swarming my shins. Quite the turnoff, but the weather is exceptionally beautiful. A cool breeze, the heat of the sun, nothing can beat this. I have 2 weeks left of school. I cannot believe the day is coming. I, a person with a degree, someone with the qualification to do certain tasks others can't. With this responsibility, I will make sure to use it well, and for the right reasons. With that, I must also remember to be humble and show humiliation. I must be a sponge for learning and teaching, not told in a typical classroom. I have plans this summer. I've asked a student of mine if I can lift with him, and he said he didn't mind. So this summer, I'm going to get buff. Maybe I'll pull some ladies. Who knows? And so the plans this summer is to do a couple of things. One, work. Other one, grind Apex. Like, come on, like that's a gimme. If you've been here on the channel, grinding Apex is just a lifestyle now. But the other one is to at least spend some time lifting, and I think the best way to hold myself accountable to that is to have someone to lift with. And so I met this student that I have been an assistant in the class for, and he is very much similar into like the internet. Like he's way into the internet like I am. He knows like a bunch of memes. He's seen all of JoJo and read up to part 7, so he knows quite a bit. And so it was so great. I'm so glad to have him as a friend, and I really hope that, you know, we get a lot of progress done with lifting, as well as I believe I might have scored him a job for the summer as well, just through some connections that I know and where I'm working as well for the summer. So hopefully he gets the job. I would be great to see him. It'd be great to be able to, you know, go to work and then both of us just literally go to the gym together. Like after that, it would be fine. I would enjoy my summer. But we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks left until graduation. I have all of my regalia, if that's the proper word, all my proper clothing. And so it's underneath my bed. I haven't tried it on, but it's very easy to. They asked me, how tall are you? I said 5'9", and then they gave me the package for people who are 5'9". So, pretty sure it fits. On a note about socializing a lot, because I know I talked about how I went out of my typical path, I do think it's interesting when I go onto campus and I actually walk other places. I kid you not, this entire school year, I've walked down basically one road the entire time. I haven't had to deviate at all from it. It doesn't go through campus at all. It goes on basically the perimeter, so I've never actually walked around on campus that much. And when I do, it's either when I'm running or when I have, again, time to kill. But I need to make sure that I do that every once in a while to remind myself that I don't have to be stuck in the building I'm at and only see the people that are in similar degrees to me, because, you know, I should go and spice my life up by finding other people with different jobs or different aspirations, but similar hobbies and likes and dislikes. So I need to walk around and just start talking to strangers. It might be a good thing. I've contemplated just going up and talking to strangers. And every once in a while I will. For instance, at Target, I saw this like couple, they were talking about Legos, and because my addiction is Legos, I pointed something out to them about a certain set. I was like, oh yeah, this set's really cool. I really like that. That's something interesting about that set. However, if you look at, you know, the price to piece or piece to price ratio, it's not that good. Like stuff like that, just small things. It's small things like that that I think really, you know, at least get me socializing and at least try and get me to climb over that anxious hump to go up and talk to people, because I'll never know when that opportunity will present itself that there's a cute girl, I should go talk to her. Such as, I kid you not, this morning I woke up, I sat down, I was super nervous about this interview that I was about to go and take, and I got grilled on this interview. But it's for a grade, it was for a class. So, and luckily I've been given a second chance. I talked about it more in my last video, but there was a girl just sitting there, and I could have struck up a conversation. I had 30 minutes to strike up a conversation because I was there early, and I didn't, and I should have. I kind of feel like I should have, because honestly, she was not that bad looking. Like, she was pretty cute. When it comes to types, I would say, oh yeah, I'm into dark eyes, dark hair, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But she had relatively like blondish hair, maybe like a dirty blonde. But then she also had blue eyes. But when I looked at her, I was like, oh my gosh, she's cute. Oh my gosh, I can get with this. But I didn't say anything. I had 30 minutes to do that before like a friend like walked in. Like, I could have totally struck up a conversation and be like, hey, what are you doing this morning? You know, what are you doing up so early or whatever? Make some sort of small joke. You know, if it doesn't go anywhere, that's fine. just go back to worrying about Steel. But man, part of me wanted to strike up a conversation there, but the other half of me was also not in the mood because I was kind of tilted that morning. I was tilted and anxious. Anxious because of the interview, but tilted because of the night before. I had an argument with one of my teammates. Again, I had mentioned this in a previous video. I'm always on the fence, but I think today, after we played, it was a little bit more solid, and I think I got things straightened out for myself at least. Because I feel like after I had posed this question to him, I felt like maybe I was in the wrong. I probably was. Or we just finally cleared up the air because there was a lack of communication. That also could have been another aspect of the arguments. But again, I could have just talked to her. And talking to her might have even bettered my day. Who knows? Because no one will know because I never talked to her. But I need to start doing that whenever I see a girl I think's cute. Just like start talking to her like a person instead of just sticking to myself and being a bubble of anxiousness. I need to relax. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there with you guys. I think I'm going to post some of my music this week because it's kind of been cooking in my head. I think it's been really good. I've been working a lot with mixing the volume properly. I think one song kind of fails in it, and the beginning of one of the other songs is kind of mid. But there's one song that I really, really like because I think the volume on it was done really well. I'm proud of the, what's it called? The panning. I finally started using pan a little bit more, and so my songs feel a little bit more three-dimensional, if that makes sense, more spacious instead of being flat in 2D. And I hope you guys will stick around to listen to these pieces when they come out. So, my name's Tubasa, and I will see you later. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good weekend. Peace.